Hey YouTube, how you doing? Are you having trouble cutting the top of your own hair? Let me show you how to do it. My name is Michael Holm, I'm the 1 Minute Barber, and in this very short video I'm going to show you the easiest techniques ever with which you can use to cut your own hair. If you've seen a lot of videos on YouTube on how to cut the top of your own hair, you've seen multiple different ways, but I'm going to show you the easiest way, and I'm going to show you that right now. My method is going to be so easy you're going to be shocked. So what equipment am I going to use? First of all, I'm going to use a Wall Senior. This is a professional standard clipper, but not necessary. It doesn't have to be professional standard. This just cuts very efficiently. If you have something of a lower quality, it's a cheaper clipper. It's still going to do the job. You may have to pass over the hair several times, but it'll still do the same thing. A number 3 guard. This is 9mm, and this is what we're going to do the bulk of the cutting with. For blending in the sides, I'm going to use a number 2. That's a 6mm, and I'm going to show you an amazing technique that makes it so simple, anybody could do it. And of course, every barber needs a comb, so here we go. So we need to begin this cut by getting the hair going in the right direction. So let's comb it all forwards, okay, at the top. This stuff at the side, it grows over this way, okay. You can see that what we really want is we want it to go in the natural direction there. On this side, it's probably more like this, okay. And on the crown, we can roughly comb it backwards. We know that the crown spirals round. If you took a photo of your crown, you would see that it kind of spirals out from one point, and it dictates the direction of your hair on the top of your head. Not everybody's the same. It's almost like a fingerprint. It's different for everyone. If you've ever wondered why one side of your hair sits better than the other, it could be that. I've got all the hair going forwards. It's time to cut. So let's get the clipper and switch it on. On here I have my number 3 guard. Okay, number 3. And I'm going to switch it on and place the guard right at the back of my crown. And then work forward. I'm going to plant that so it's flat on my head. And bring it forwards. And you'll notice some hair starts to come off. From the back to the front. Keep working. And I can hear it cutting, and I can see the hair coming off. Now it's not masses of hair, but it's coming off. So I keep working and working. There we are. So as you can see, my hair is still actually a reasonable length on the top there at the moment. Let me comb it up for you so you can see. And the reason it doesn't take all the hair away is because I'm going with the grain of the hair. If I was to go with the clipper and go back into the hair, what it will do is it will lift it up and cut it at the root. Now what we're doing is we've got the hair lying flat and we're cutting across it as it lies flat. So what it's doing is it's taking anything that's sticking up too high down. So it's a great way to remove the bulk from the top of the head, lowers it down. One thing you might find is that once you've done your number 3 on the top, that here it's too heavy even though you've come over it with a number 3 in the direction that it goes. So this is where the number 2 comes in. I would do it with a number 2, certainly not with a number 1. If you do this with a number 1, you're going to give yourself an absolute shock, right? So stick to the number 2. Something I should have mentioned was that I was working with a closed blade when I did that. That's where the lever is pushed up. The clipper just cuts better when the lever is up. And pushing it down when you're doing a technique like this is going to make no difference whatsoever. Forget it. It's like 1.5 mm, but because you're going with the direction of the hair, it just isn't going to make a difference and it's not going to cut very well. So now it's time to do the sides. I've got my number 2 on, closed blade again, okay? And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use that same technique, but I'm going to try and go in the direction, and I'm not going to go over, I'm just going to aim it and just come straight down it. Straight down the head, okay? And this is a great way to remove that bulk out of there. Let's do this side. hair out of there. Can you see that there's some hair coming away? You can hear it when you're cutting it. And that's just taking some weight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the back. Now I can't see this, but I know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to come around here. My arm's getting in the way, so... So that's it. I've taken all the weight off the top, and the sides you can see, if you look at me straight on, let me just get that out of the way. If you look at me straight on, the sides here are quite well blended in. Okay, so what we really want to do is just take that bulk off and blend that in. Now you may find that your fringe is a little bit sparse. If your fringe looks a little sparse, that's a result of this technique. It does thin the hair. So if you have a pair of scissors, just nibble across the front of it like that, very lightly. Only take off the stuff that looks like a little, like it doesn't belong, like strands. Okay? So that's how it works, guys, basically. Don't forget to subscribe for more useful tips on how to cut your own hair. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please share it to anybody who may find it of use. I've been Michael Home, the 1 Minute Barber. Thank you so much for watching.